Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're coming across my page for the first time, welcome. My name is Tinola. This video will be covering my 3-year lock journey with pictures and video illustrations. If you have not seen my first and second year lock journey, I will leave them in the description box below. And yes, you heard me right, 3 years. I know I'm approaching 4 years, but here I am sharing my 3-year lock journey, so I am practically 1 year late. Not to worry, before the end of the year, I should be able to release pictures of my 4th year of being locked. I hope. Now let's get to it. While you enjoy the pictures, I'm going to chat a little, or should I say rant a little bit about my unique scalp. Yes, the scalp on my precious head. Fair warning, if you don't want to hear me complain about alopecia, hair loss, etc., just ignore the majority of what I will say today, especially if you're only here to see picture comparisons from my 1st year or 2nd year lock journey. But I would appreciate it if you listen though. You may know 1 or 2 people in your family that is going through the same battle as myself. You may know a friend that is going through this, and it will help you understand the pain they are going through. But before I vent, I just want to re-emphasize that these pictures and videos are for people who think that just because they have thin and low density hair, they cannot lock their hair for this reason. Nah, I'm a testimony. Your thin hair cannot beat mine. And I was able to lock my hair. And in my opinion, it looks beautiful. I love my locks and I hope to keep them forever in quotes. And I will explain the in quotes in a few minutes. However, this video is especially for people who are experiencing the same fate as myself in regards to balding. If you see me for the first time, I have alopecia in several areas of my head, most especially in the crown, edges and sides of my head. The back of my head is not affected and it's growing well with no issues and no bald spots. I have been battling with scalp issues for years. I promised myself that I will find a solution, but here I am. Did I find a solution? I will keep it short. No, at least not at the moment. I kind of give up on finding a solution. It is no longer an important project for me. I am not giving up completely, but I have mentally prepared myself for the inevitable. I am no longer interested in trying everything and all. It is tiring emotionally and mentally. It is time draining. I have several tasks on my plate. I am wearing many hats and I am busy. You have no idea. Growing my bald spot has gone down my list. It's no longer a priority. Staying healthy is important, but growing back bald spots? Please, I beg. I need to focus on other areas of my life. For now, please enjoy the back view. I am currently following a routine and treatment, but I'll talk about it in a different video. If you currently follow me on Instagram, you can probably guess what it is, but I don't want to drag this video. The original reason why I locked my hair is because I liked the appearance of locks on other people and I assumed it would stress me less. And this has been quite the opposite. Not because of the locks itself, but because I am constantly experimenting and trying to find a solution to my bald spots. I am tired of trying different things. I am done. I have tried it all. It's mentally exhausting. At this point, I am ready to go bald. Again, please, this video is not just to vent, but to encourage people with thin, fine hair like myself. I want you to know that loving your thin hair is very, very possible, and it will look just as good as the thick, densely packed hair of another sister or brother. In a unique way, it will fit you and look good on you. So if you don't have a scalp issue like myself, but you are concerned about the outcome of what your hair would look like, well, check out the back of my head and you have your answers. I am happy where I'm at, and life is so precious. I don't want to spend my time on anything that doesn't make me feel good or not helping somebody else. I have made peace with my situation. I am actually very grateful that my scalp issue is not that bad. I know some people will state otherwise. I think it's not so bad because I can get away with using headbands to cover the affected regions. I can hide them if I have to. I'm not afraid to share my story. I believe that I'm helping people who are suffering from the same fate as myself to let them know that they are not alone. But I gotta tell you, this situation is mentally exhausting. So when you come across people suffering a similar fate, please be nice, be compassionate. Word of advice: if you're going bald, quickly find a solution and treat it immediately. The earlier you treat it, the faster you will resolve the issue and find a cure. At this point, I am choosing to keep my locks. But the minute this starts to hurt my mental health, I may have to cut it all off. It gets to a point that it's okay to throw in the towel and give up. If you can find a solution to your hair loss, good. But I've been dealing with mine for more than a decade now, and it is tiring me out. My hair is not just thinning, I'm balding, and it's not due to bad health or anything like that. It's because I've had an undiagnosed ailment called PCOS for the longest time, which left a beautiful print on my scalp. Also, I was stressed and unknowingly was traumatized by some events in my life, and of course that contributed to the deterioration of my scalp. And I have come to terms with my case. Oh, how I love locks. I really do. I wish there was a way people can swap their scalps, especially if all you do is wear wigs. Just give me your scalp, I beg. Okay, I'm kidding. But for real though, I have embraced locks. I have embraced locks fully, but it's refusing to embrace me right back. And I have to say I'm exhausted. Even if I cut my hair, I'm going to leave my video here for people who are naturally born with thin, fine hair and believe that they can't lock their hair because it's too thin. You can definitely rock beautiful locks. Do not allow any loctician to state otherwise. Even with my bald spot, I am a living testimony that your hair can lock and grow with low density hair. And as long as you do not have an underlying health or scalp issue, you are good. You don't want to know the number of treatments I have tried. I went from one treatment to the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. OMG, it's exhausting. I used the high restore bundle and their ailment. Yes, I went that far. Did it work for me? Nope. I was demarolling my scalp too. Was it working? I think it did a bit, but I was no longer consistent. And I don't think I was doing it right. It was also uncomfortable demarolling because it was snagging on my locks and pulling out the strands, which was annoying. I did a lot. I was fasting, I prayed, I exercised, boy. Then I almost got the steroid shot, but I read about the negative effect and I stopped in my tracks. In summary, I want to focus on things that do not stress me. I'm 37. I will be 40 in a few years. I beg. I have other responsibilities than to be obsessed with curing my bald spots. I would like to focus on the positives and talk about the length and growth of my locks. So I'll keep uploading my lock journey here on YouTube year after year, as long as I'm still rocking it with updates. If by any chance I find a solution, you will hear from me. But this is no longer my major project. No more. Instead, we can generally focus on how to have a better life and build a strong immune system. And that's it. In other words, I no longer want my scalp to control me. I have been running a marathon because I don't want to lose what's left of my hair. No more. If I find a solution, great. If I don't, great. See, listen, I have gotten to a stage in my life where if this hair decides to disappear completely, thank God for beautiful wigs and stylish caps. I will gladly embrace those. We need to also enjoy life. Stop and smell the roses. Enjoy the company of your loved ones. Relax. As long as you can hear my voice, I can assure you that your life is good. I am telling you the truth. So pause for a second, especially if you have the same situation as myself. Take in a deep breath and be sincerely grateful for your life. Again, I just want to pass a message to people with healthy scalps. But if you've got thin or low density hair, you can still rock locks. And take care of your scalp now. Keep your regimen simple. Okay? Don't jump from one product to the next, to the next, to the next. Keep it simple. As for my people with a similar fate as mine, meaning you're facing hair loss and alopecia, I want to tell you that you can still rock locks. And you can choose to hide the bald spots like me. I hide them as much as I can. We need to live life and stop running from pillar to post. I would suggest that you focus on living a healthy life. If for some reason I come across a juicy tip, I will share it here on this platform or on Instagram. Let's take care of ourselves. I love you guys and I love me too. It's okay to try 1 or 2 treatments now and then, but do not let it consume you as it almost did me. I mean, I wasn't even patient enough to try a treatment for more than 3 months or 6 months. I just kept jumping from one treatment to the next. I'm still going to show you my progress with pictures because why not? I love pictures, as you can tell. I am more active on Instagram. I use Instagram to journal my lock journey. So if you want to see more pictures, you can follow me on Instagram and I usually follow back so we can support each other. I could have shared what I did in regards to treatments, but the treatments were not really working for me, so I didn't feel comfortable sharing them. I remember making a video about how I create my oil mix, but I didn't feel comfortable releasing that video because I doubt if it made any difference on my scalp. I have a feeling it even made my situation worse. I am currently following a routine, and if I see any improvement, I will share it with you. I have also come to terms with the fact that some parts of my scalp are gone. The follicles are gone and there's no magic oil, no magic formula that can bring it back. Except I perform a hair transplant. Do I intend to do that? No. And I will explain this in a separate video. I will explain why, right? I will explain the reason. Life is a constant journey. So how about we make the most out of it? Enjoying and focusing more on the positives than the negatives, than the, oh my God, I'm losing my hair. Please. Some people are struggling and in the hospital right now with bigger issues. If you're healthy, thank the Lord. Thank your Creator and don't take it for granted. Hence, work towards having a healthier life by making healthier choices. We have to constantly remind ourselves to stay positive. We all fall off the wagon, but don't stay there. Get back on and stay what? Positive. And most importantly, focus on what makes you happy. What makes you bubble inside with joy. Now is the time to be happy. Not tomorrow, but right now. Now is the time to be happy. I also heard that the older you get, the worse the situation gets, and I'm referring to the scalp. So if it gets worse to the point where I can no longer hide these patches, I may have to get used to wearing wigs again. Who knows? I'm okay wearing wigs, but the good news is I will hang on to my precious locks for as long as I can. I will keep eating healthy and staying active, and I'm happy trying anything that doesn't take too much of my time. But I think I'm going to direct my energy to something that is way more productive than trying to grow my bald spots. If you watched till the end, I appreciate you. Thanks for gisting with me today Until next time, guys, love you and stay blessed. Kisses and hugs. Mwah!